Welcome everybody to the seventh episode of the Dynasty Podcast with hosted by myself and of course my co-host
Mhm.
Thai. You know. And tonight we actually have a special guest, which is Mume. You may know him as Coddiwompledad. He is currently in Dynasty 2, really wrecking face over there. So he's graced us with his presence tonight. He's a bit shy when it comes to speaking English, he said. He is willing to consider just typing a table of contents for tonight. So like the things we're going to discuss tonight is thoughts on... The first one is going to be just to get it out of the way. The thoughts on like the 150, not the 150k, the Nyan dupe that's happening in Taiwan right now. After that, we are going to discuss the upcoming, the skills and the preview of the mechanic class and of course the Warlock class as well, right? I already have this right here. And then we're going to go through all of the skills as well. And we're going to be using the Coddiwompledad.blogspot.com as a way to feature Mume here as well. So, Thai and Mume, have you guys heard about the whole Nyan dupe thing?
I heard about it like really briefly, like this week. How long has that been going on?
Basically, from what I've heard and what I've read, this has been going on since practically the start of the Taiwan server. Right? So it's been going on for a while, right? And I mean, you know how it is with gravity and like some of these bugs. Sometimes it's a bug at the start, but if it persists for such a very long time, we start considering that thing as a feature. So I'm not sure if it's a feature at this point.
It doesn't sound like a feature. It just sounds like a really bad accident.
Oh god. Yeah, definitely not gonna test fate on that one. I would really hate to get banned unless there's a statement from the devs that it is indeed a feature. You know, we're not gonna we're not gonna take advantage of the feature. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and play like a video here. And basically, it is a streamer and YouTube content creator called Aries who plays and streams for the Taiwan server, and he definitely made a statement.
I think before you play it, for those that don't know about it, you should explain what this bug is.
Oh, I don't know if I should should I say okay, that's fine.
Well, maybe like maybe not say how like to do it, but like what the problem is.
Okay. Because I'm not trying to make like a bug tutorial.
Yeah, we don't want people to be banned.
Okay. So basically, what the whole duplicate thing is it's hard to explain it without actually having to saying like what the whole process is. So basically, in an auspicious time, during the week, you can place a bid, auto bid, and then retract it 10 seconds before a certain event. And after said event is done, and you get back into the game, you can pull out the same amount of Nyan that you had there before. After said event is done, you log back in again, and then you pull out another 5k. Boom, we just doubled your Nyans, right? So basically, that's what happened, and you can kind of imagine how that would add up towards the as the game progresses, right? Like, what is it? Has been like what 9 months since Taiwan release. So like, you'll have people, you'll see people with full plus 20 gear. That you'll see them with mythic sets, and their Nyan rebate is like 40k or something. Like, it's like the most obvious thing that you could possibly think. So yeah, that's
so fake whales.
Yeah,
fake leviathans.
Fake leviathans, paper leviathans. So yeah, Mume, do you actually have any thoughts on that? I'm interested to hear or read what your thoughts on that are. And while Mume types out his response, we're gonna go ahead and play the the part of the stream here. This is, by the way, Aries. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe. Right. Unfortunately, after this clip, he unfortunately is no longer playing, I'm guessing. So you can see him log out in this scene right here, right? You can see his knight. And if you don't know what that is right now, that's basically the character deletion screen. And he says bye-bye here, right around here. And it's asking him to confirm, do you really want to delete it? Because the deletion is going to be permanent. So, confirms yes, takes a bow, and crazy. And you know what I mean by crazy. Plus 20 weapon, plus 18 boost, plus 20 armor, right? Like you can see like his gear. This man is decked. And I think his frustration stems from the fact that there were other duplicate bugs before, and they were promised that they were gone. And turns out that there has been one that has persisted throughout the whole, like, the months. And you can type in the podcast chat, by the way. Like it's shown on here if you want to do that. Man wanted to make a statement, and he definitely made a statement. Like how does that actually make you feel, Dai? Like, to me, I'm like kind of indifferent at this point. Like I've experienced and seen so many bugs that I'm like, oh, nice, like another one.
Yeah, partially, yeah, it's like gravity and a lot of bug issues we've seen, and a lot of them they haven't like addressed. But this one was definitely like a huge bug that they let go on for a long time. And when I first saw that video, I was like, first really confused, and then but also surprised that a lot of people are deleting their accounts, right? Yeah, and then it's like it's a little baffling to me because like I'm not a whale. So then it's like to see like really geared characters, and then they're just instantly deleting them. Hurts a little, but then also it's like I kind of get it. They're like kind of fed up with them letting like such a exploit go on for so long, and a lot of people just deleting their account because it's like unfair.
I mean, at the same time, it's very understandable. Think about it. Like let's say for a lot of people, not everybody could afford to like just keep buying Nyans all the time. And the people that do, they invest into their character, right? It's like they've set aside like a certain disposable income, and then they invest that into their character, right? Instead of like anything else. And to find out that this whole time somebody has been multiplying like Nyans, which in monetary value is in the hundreds of thousands at this point, has got to sting. Yeah, that has to sting. And Mume said that, yeah, major bug that could have been a permanent feature. I mean, if this is what they meant by equalized PvP, so be it, right? Let's start. And
I don't think it's equal if only a few people knew.
I mean, it's public knowledge now, so I guess
Well, I feel like now if people use it, they're gonna get banned. Since it's well known now.
Yeah. Well, what the interesting part is, this has actually sprung a whole market. There are there are Facebook groups of people selling accounts with 3 million Nyan. There's people selling accounts with like plus 20s, and it's fully dedicated to people like, full disclosure, this account has been using the Nyan duplication feature. Yeah. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like buy at your own risk.
Yeah, and Justin asked, actually, do you think it works on global? I mean, I know it works on global. Not on my account, obviously, because I don't want to get banned. But certain people have tested it and proven that it does work. There's a lot of... I'm not trying to start something here, but how do you even track that? And like I know you're pretty like experienced in like the gaming industry. Is like how like in your experience, like how would a gaming company even track that? I know like I know like a lot of information is easily farmed, but there's so much information and there's so many variables that you could think of. Like how do you sort that out? How do you sort that through?
Well, I imagine it would be on the coding side, like any like unusual behavior, but honestly, I don't know 100% since I'm more on the art side of like game development.
Mm-hmm.
So, but definitely on the coding side, they could probably track like if unusual bugs are happening.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, it's like it's not too much of a worry for like people like us who don't really spend on the game, really.
Hmm.
Um, but I can't imagine how much it feels bad for people that have. Um,
Yeah, I feel like there has to be a history of like if you're in an auction and like if you cancel it. I'm pretty sure they would have to keep track of that versus like someone who just legitly placed an auction bid and like never canceled it every week.
yeah. The tough part about that though is like if you set like a variable, you try to identify like one thing that's like synonymous with a lot of these things, you're gonna have a lot of false positives, right? Like we've
Hmm.
experienced that in NA with like certain bugs where a lot of people were falsely banned and it took a week or so or 2 weeks or three, some people even a month before their accounts got unbanned because they finally got proven that they were innocent. And
Hmm.
that's tragic for
Yeah.
anybody. So that's definitely not gonna work. What do they do? Was it like do they just dump more resources into it and then find a way to fix it, like incur the losses, or
I feel like they at this point like they really should probably like focus on that because it's a huge problem.
hmm,
Definitely like game rigging.
hopefully it does get something gets done to put a stop to it.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of very, very angry players. Like we already have a lot of angry players complaining about the whole guild league situation this week.
Yeah.
The rough part about the whole thing, by the way, like since we're speaking about it now, the whole guild league thing. I know I'm going to discuss this with Gio later as well, but they said that the results were just going to be visual, and on our end, it said that we lost, right? But they said it
Hmm.
was supposed to be just visual, and there's a lot of bugs happening where like new guilds were getting boosted all the way up to sun, to bright
Wow.
sun. Other guilds getting demoted. And it obviously it's not visual because usually as rank one, you as the guild leader, as like the guild master of like a rank one guild, I usually get 8K a week in diamonds. This week I only got like 6K. So it's
Mm.
definitely not a visual thing. I can that much I can I can definitely say. So what's going to be the compensation on that? Like 2K diamonds? Like for somebody like me who hasn't spent a dime in this game, that's a huge deal. And
It is, yeah.
yeah, I mean honestly, I'm actually pretty pissed about that. Um,
Okay,
yeah,
that explains why I didn't get that many diamonds this week.
yeah, and usually like you get a certain amount as like the charisma
Guild
baby.
baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's definitely not a visual thing. I'm not sure if how they're gonna give us compensation or if they're even gonna give us compensation. We're about to see. Like, there's a lot of things going wrong, and that's very
Hmm.
reminiscent of how crossover Guild League happened in NA, where
Yeah,
it was riddled with bugs. Uh, you
yeah.
know,
I think also it probably doesn't help that they are rushing a lot of content, so is guaranteed there's gonna be bugs.
yeah. Oh, Fabio asked you, so how was the Rue Buzz last night from Fabio Gaming? Fabio, I was actually crashed a podcast last night that I was not invited to, and I just kind of jumped in there, and they were kind enough to let me in. Uh, so moving on after that, like I guess we'll just have to find out, right? Like
Mhm.
what what's going to happen with
Yeah.
a compensation on that one. But on to maybe better news. Let me go ahead and pull up the link here. There you go. Okay. The first thing that we're gonna watch here, and I'm gonna pull it up right now, is, and again, if you haven't followed yet, Coddiwompledad on YouTube, I'll go ahead and link this video as well in the chat. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Right? There you go. Show some love to Mume, aka Coddiwompledad. And the thing that we're going to be presenting here is the mechanic skills preview. So, Thai, we're gonna watch the video for mechanic, and then a little bit of the Warlock as well. And then after that, we're actually gonna head over to coddiwomple.blogspot.com, and then we're gonna go into the nitty gritty of like what the actual skill descriptions are, right? So let's go ahead and play mechanic skills preview by Coddiwompledad.
To another video. Here's a quick preview on mechanic skills.
And also to preface this, like, remember when we discussed the third job sprites and how we all look like, said that they look really good. You said you like the earthy tones, kind of like the mechanic.
Yeah, I
sprites,
did
right?
like how the mechanic sprites looked.
Okay, so now you're about to see what it looks like, or it's gonna look like in game. And
I did take a peek, and I will say the animations are pretty nice.
Yeah, and I do think they're pretty impressive. So
hmm
there you go. So just right off the bat here, skill preview. You have your armor. Apparently there's 3 series, right? Like you have your armor series, you have your turret series, and you have your cart series. So the first one, Model Machine FAW turret, creates a fixed automatic weapon platform that can perform long-range attacks. You can set a maximum of 3, which is in line with the current turrets that they have. Not sure how strong they're going to be when mechanic comes out. And then we have the thermal energy injection. Ride the cart and damage the target within a range of 4 meters ahead. So this looks like an engage type of skill. I'm not sure if the cart series is going to increase your damage and or tankiness. But seeing that it is an engage skill, I would assume so. But we don't quite know yet. And then the boost knuckle, which is using the Mado Gear armor, fire a rocket punch at an enemy at a long range. This one is going to be a pretty interesting mechanic, pun intended. See how they're gonna implement this. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oof. Your very own Gundam.
Yeah, all the mechs look pretty sick.
Yeah. You have your flamethrower. So what do you think this is right here? Like I see a mechanic here. Like what is this? Like an overheat mechanic or like an energy mechanic?
It looks like heat to me.
Yeah, right. Like what is it? Like this is your resource, maybe. So it's like they're adding a new mechanic to this, or is this like an overheat mechanic?
Well, let's watch the video and see like if it goes up or down. Then we can figure out that way, I guess.
It keeps going down, and you can see like there's a different color too. At the left, there's like a light yellow, and the right side here, it's orange.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that mechanic's gonna be.
Probably just how much fuel or so you have left.
Yeah. And this is the turret. It looks interesting. Oh! What is this? Car said, mechs need a self-destruct skill to complete their DPS rotation. What do you think of... Yeah. Heat level and... Oh, yeah. Mume said heat level and overheat mechanics. Max heat level gives you bonus attack, though max heat will explode the Gundam. Oh
Oh,
my.
okay.
So you're looking for a trade-off. Wait, so there's going to be a long cooldown, I'm guessing, on that one, right? Because that's gonna, I expect that to be a huge burst of damage if you're getting rid of your Gundam. Okay, so there, it looks like it's going to be the mechanic class is going to be pretty, I would assume, pretty mechanic intensive type of class, like APM, high APM class, or maybe like more of a decision making class. So,
Yeah, that's what it seems like, decision making.
yeah. So turret series includes this mount right here, apparently on the right side here. So I'm not sure how much. It looks like the damage is pretty good. Cart series, okay. Lava flow. Okay, so they took lava flow from R01 and implemented it here. It looks like there's a burn with it too. It inherited the burn. Thermal energy shock. This, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I can already see whale mechanics just running people over it.
Yeah.
With the card series. I wonder if is there any type of like super armor on that where you can't get CC'd or something? Because it would suck that you're running around your vehicle and you get Stormgust and you just, you know.
That'd be funny,
What the
to be
hell?
honest.
Thermal energy shock. Ooh. I think that's it, right? Okay. Okay. So that was the mechanic preview. Right? So let's go ahead and close that. And then up next. Well, this is both, but this also features a Warlock as well. And I think we get a better view of the sprites here, actually. So let's go ahead and again, make sure that you guys, when you watch the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There you go. And if you guys are interested in watching this video at a later date or along with this later on, let me go ahead and think that on there. I'm glad we get Warlock first, to be honest. Oh, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it here. Comet of Ruin. Calls a comet from space to crash down into the ground, dealing fire property damage in a 5-meter radius for up to 10 enemies. 5 meters is kind of big. Yeah. So, to put it into perspective, right? Go ahead and put it into perspective here. Right? So, for Sigil, for example, right? Change it up, get to photon burst. Now, this is supposed to be 3 meters. So let me give you a visual as to what 3 meters looks like. Right? Let's put it in the middle of the road here. I think this is imagine this is a choke point. And there you go. This is 3 meters. This is 3 meters, guys. Covers almost the whole road. So you can only imagine how much bigger 5 meters is. Pretty damn big. So that's a huge AoE. And I'm interested to see what it actually looks like. And then Chain Lightning. It says, deals wind element damage to a single target when our target is stuck by Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning will also chain to enemies near the target. And then we have Soul Expansion, where strikes a target at long distance with ghost element damage. If used against a player in White Imprison, the skill deals double damage. Looks like a small scale, skill as well. All right, let's go ahead and play it out, and then I want to see what you think of the sprites, Ty.
Okay.
Warlock female. The female one looks really good, by the way. Let's go ahead and look at that. Oh, Okay. That's the female one right there. Female costume is I mean, it's just a 10 out of 10. Right? The style, the colors, everything looks pretty good. And I'm ready to be disappointed with the male one, so let's keep going.
You know, I played well, I had a lot of 99 transcendent characters in RO1,
Yeah.
but I did have High Wizard. I never changed her to Warlock because I wasn't a huge fan with this right.
Oh my god.
I just loved her 99 High Wizard.
Damn.
But it's okay, I had other characters, so
You really took that one personally, huh?
no, I'm just saying I didn't like it that much in RO1, but it does look better in Red Rock Origin.
Yeah. I mean, the costume is. I mean, the sprite is pretty. It's not bad, right? For the male one,
That's not too bad.
it's not too bad. I'd probably wear a costume over it, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, could be better. Colors though, not a huge fan.
Yeah, not a huge fan. I feel like it's a little confused as to what it wanted to portray, but
Yeah. Too many color options.
yeah, that's well, thank God for costumes. Might have to roll some gacha.
Unfortunate.
But he looks strong.
Yeah. Strong. Maybe not doesn't have a good fashion sense, but strong.
Mechanic. Master Smith. Ooh. Should I reroll?
I mean, you can get a Gundam. It's like the Warlocks totally got gypped because of like the mechanics got all these animations.
Oh my god, where's our budget?
We all went to mechanic.
Like, hey guys, we are releasing these two classes at the same time. Well, 95% of the budget's gonna go to mechanic. You know, they have all these rides, these sweet things, like, you know, the cart,
Yeah.
you
You gotta
know,
wow them.
yeah, pretty expensive. How much do you have left? 5%?
We love them.
Yeah, toss it to the male, to the female. Yeah, toss it to the female Warlock. I was like, we have a male one? Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm rerolling.
Are you really?
Probably. It looks so good, man.
It does.
It's got all the bells and whistles and everything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, bro, look at what I got, bro. Like, what am I getting? I feel like I'm getting scammed almost. Like, I worked
Basically.
this hard to fucking. Oh my god. I have transcended being a high wizard. I'm really strong now, but I look horrendous.
Good thing we have fashion.
Oh my god, man. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna lament that later. So
Like they only got animations of light color changes. The mechanics got like full animations.
like full animations of 3 different series. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. What do I get? Like a cutout at the bottom of my jeans? Like, what? With some bedazzle? Like, what the hell? Oh my god! Look at that, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, like light, nice bedazzle. It's like, yeah, but he has a robot and it flies.
And go zoomies.
Yeah, look at him. At least she's gonna go no. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reroll actually.
What
Yeah.
if like
Did I do it
it's
now?
not as strong? Would you still reroll?
Man, you know what? I'll just roll gotcha. Fuck. Okay, so now as I promised earlier, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up here. Yeah, you have the link for this one, right, Ty? We're gonna do the Warlock first. So if you guys don't know yet, our very own Mume has a website that I'm pretty sure all of you will find very, very, very useful. And the one that I'm looking at right now, I'll link it in the chat. It's gonna be up on the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch streams. Right? So what we're seeing here is basically what you saw earlier, the Warlock. Screenshot there. So if you want to read along with me, Thai, let's go ahead and read the first skill here, right? Do you want to do the honors of the first one?
Sure. So the first skill is Crimson Rock. It is a fire attribute skill. Summon huge comet, deal up to 480% fire attribute magic damage for up to 10 targets near the target.
480, and that's level 1.
Yeah.
480 at level 1 with a 5-meter radius. And a casting time, this is the crazy part too. It's like the cooldown is 1.5 seconds, right? Which is pretty low. And the casting time, even though it's only level 1 here, the casting time is already like 0.29 seconds. That's pretty fast. This 20 seconds right here is probably going to be gone, right? Like at this point, by the time this class comes out, everybody's going to have 100% variable cast time reduction, right? And so like you're going to have this right here, which is 0.09 seconds. And you're also going to have fixed cast time reduction as well. And the one worry is like because it doesn't ignore magic defense, but I think with the divine armament at this point in time, people will probably have the red divine armament at this point in time. So, a lot of magic defense ignore on that one, And then the next one is this is Comet. Crimson Rock is basically like a comet. Let's see. And this one looks like just the upgraded version of Meteor. Can I click that? Oh, this is Comet. Okay. Hello? What? What is that? Just a big...
Huge comet.
It leaves persistent, and it leaves a persistent AoE on the ground to burn. So it has initial burst. Let me see. Oh wait, no. Okay, initial burst, an explosion, and another tick. I'm guessing a continuous tick of damage, right?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. So, impact damage, explosion damage, and then persistent. Okay.
For however long it is on the floor still.
Ooh, okay. So this one is Comet. Fire attribute, summon destructive stars from the universe with a radius of 5 meters.
So that's a preview of the 5 meters.
That's pretty huge, I mean.
Yeah, it is.
Up to 10 enemies nearby and can deal 306% magic attack. After hitting the target, it will explode again. Oh, yep, that's the one we saw. And will deal 459 fire attribute magic damage at level 1 to all targets. All targets? Like there's no limit?
Like maybe all target. Oh god, I can't talk. All targets in the radius.
Yeah, yeah. And then after dealing damage, inflict a burning effect to the target for 7 seconds. So it has an accompanying dot with it. If there is a conductive effect, what is a conductive effect? It will consume the conductive effect and causes an additional 900% fire attribute magic damage.
I assume it's going to be something new because when we were looking at the soul transmission earlier too, it had what was it?
kind of
Ghost attribute magic. Well, it was one of the skills that had something like a new something. If a character has something on them, that was like a new word that we have not seen. So that's probably new effects
yeah.
that are gonna be on characters.
So I'm guessing this is the conductive effect here. See this top left here, little metal looking thing. That could be the conductive effect. I'm guessing that looks like there's slots there. Looks like like if you like with WoW, right? Like it looks like combo points there. So I'm guessing if you cast like maybe fire spell, and then maybe that's what it's gonna be. But yeah. Do you want to read the next one here? The Earth Grip?
Sure. So this is Earth attribute for Earth Grip. Summon a giant hand from the abyss of the quagmire to attack an enemy, causing 400% Earth attribute magic damage, and reduce the target's movement speed by 10% for 3 seconds.
10% at level 1. Holy. Does it persist or does it? It would be nice if we could get a preview of this skill. It looks so big.
Yeah, visual.
Yeah. I wonder how big it is too. Okay, this one is lightning combo. Summon lightning to attack enemies continuously, dealing 4 times 130% wind attribute magic damage. About similar cast times. I mean, dealing 4 damage 4 times, which is 130% at level 1. So is this like a channel skill? Nothing too impressive about it so far. So let's just keep moving on here. If you want to read the next one, which is Chain Lightning.
We have Chain Lightning. Release lightning to the current target, dealing 810% wind elemental magic damage. When there are other enemies around the target, the Chain Lightning will automatically deal damage for up to 10 enemies near the target and deal 310% magic damage. The additional conductive effect when causing damage lasts 7 seconds. The target will be inflicted with burning effect. When marked, it will consume the burning effect and cause additional 495% wind attribute magic damage. And then it says conductive damage targets will receive an additional 200% wind attribute magic attack that ignores the target's magic defense. Ooh.
Oh.
This is a beefy skill.
That's a very.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, this is very loaded of a skill, and I feel like with the proper setup, this could just pretty much like wipe a whole squad or something.
Yeah, like when we heard that, like when we watched the video and it had the small preview for it,
Yeah.
where it said that it would chain attack other people around. Like that in itself sounded annoying, but now that we're reading the full thing, it's like, oh, there's like a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, this look. Oh my god, this is so. I'm sensing a trend here. Like we see lightning combo, and then we have chain lightning, and then up here, besides the quagmire, it's like we also have crimson rock, which it looks very basic on the description, and then we have like a more loaded effect here with a comment.
Yeah.
So it feels like we cast these skills right here, like the lightning combo, to probably fill up that conductivity, the conductive like mechanic that they have, and then that's when we kind of unload the big skills pretty much, because like the cooldown on this one is 6 seconds, which is, I guess it makes sense. I'm not sure if that's actual cooldown or global cooldown, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
But this looks very, 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 very OP. With a proper setup, of course. We'll have to find out once the class actually releases as to how viable it is in like a real world situation. In an actual PvP situation. We can't really tell unless we test it ourselves at that point, right? Let's see. So next skill we have here is Frosty Mist. Deals 240 water element magic attack to the current target and uses it as the center to launch an ice attack to nearby targets. Ice crystals disappear after hitting enemy units, dealing 200% water element magic damage at level 1 with a cast time of 0.29 seconds like the previous ones, and same cooldown of 1.5 seconds. This looks like the thing with the previous one, it looks like it's it's always like attaching a skill to somebody, and it depends on that person that it's attached to if they're gonna grief their whole team or something.
Yeah, like so positioning seems rather important.
Yeah. So I can
Like be aware.
Yeah, that's true. So I could see if I had to use a skill like this, for example, I would probably look for a down target, and then when I see a priest trying to go forward and resurrect them, and assuming that they would disengage and fall back to their team, I would probably cast a skill on them so that he would bring it over to his backline or something. So that would make sense. And you wanna read this one right here, the Earth Strain?
Earth Strain. Uplift the Earth within the range of up to 10 enemies within a radius of 5 meters that deal 630% Earth attribute magic damage. After causing damage, the effect of sinking is inflicted, which lasts for 7 seconds. When hitting a target with your Extreme Plug effect, it will consume the Extreme Plug effect and make the target move faster. Reduce physical defense by 2%. Magic defense is reduced by 7%, and the healing effect is reduced by 12% for 10 seconds. Sinking, the movement speed is reduced by 15%, and the healing effect is reduced by 15%. That sounds annoying too.
Yeah. It sounds like a very loaded Quagmire. The base damage at level 1 is 630% with a radius of 5 meters. And then it has a sinking effect, which slows them. And then has it has a grievous wounds effect, which reduces healing. This one is a little interesting that when hitting a target with your Extreme Plug effect, it will consume it and then make the target move faster. It doesn't say by how much, so it's very vague.
Yeah.
And then it slows them at the same time. Yeah, that I'm not quite sure, but hopefully we'll have some more clarity once we have once we have like more of a visual on this one. And
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the podcast with myself and my co-host Thai.
Hello.
So good morning, Trix, Tsuya, Adam Levine, I guess of the show. Our guest is actually Mume, which is Coddiwompledad. The only thing is he's a bit shy when it comes to speaking in English, so he's responding in chat as we speak. I'm pretty sure you'll see him in chat as well. He's been talking on there, and we are using his website. If you guys haven't, by the way, this is the link to the website, Coddiwompledad.blogspot.com. A really good source of information as a database for Rue.
For like future updates and things too.
Exactly. So if you guys
definitely a great resource.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've been graced by Coddiwompledad when he joined Dynasty, and he's been pretty clutch with the previews of future updates. So we can plan in advance. And you guys can too if you visit his website. Again, it's Coddiwompledad.blogspot.com.
Visit that website, give him the support, follow his YouTube, hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Yeah, there you go. And oh wow, what is this? Ice Hell. So this one is a water attribute. Oh, Ice Hell, they actually put it at level 7. So summon a large number of ice thorns within range for up to 10 enemies with a radius of 5 meters. Deal 585% water attribute magic damage and inflict extreme cold effects for 7 seconds. Targets with the sinking effect will consume the sinking effect and silences the target for 3 seconds? It's kind of OP, no? Physical, like that's guaranteed. Physical and magic attacks are reduced by 2%, and the movement speed is reduced by 12% for 10 seconds. Extreme Plug targets attack damage is reduced by 15%, and attack speed is reduced by 20%. Casting time is extended by 50%. Oh my.
Pain.
So support utility type Warlock is going to be a thing. This is pretty good targeted shutdown for people that are like a little bit more on the whaley side. This is pretty good. So a lot of free to play again from wizard to high wizard to Warlock. Seems like it is going to be free to play friendly all the way through. This one looks interesting. You want to read this one, Thai? Elemental
Yes.
energy.
Elemental energy. It's a passive. After releasing the following skills, you will get 1 element energy of the corresponding attribute energy. The energy of each element lasts for 20 seconds. So if you get 1 flame energy after casting the Crimson Rock, 1 earth energy after casting Earth Grip, 1 wind energy after casting Lightning Combo, 1 water energy after casting Frost Misty, and 1 mine energy after casting White Prison. Skills cannot be upgraded.
Okay. Yeah, Mume said that. Yeah, that's the combo for the previous skill, Earth Strain. Okay.
Oh.
So, I guess we were right. I guess there's a prerequisite skill that would build up those combo kind of like, in a way like combo points, depending on the element, and I'm guessing. Did you have to fill up the combo, or is it like you cast Crimson Rock once, you get 1 point, and then you like kind of like weave in between Crimson Rock and like Comet or something?
In that preview of Comet, I know there was that like thing in the top left. Maybe you had to fill that up.
Yeah, but I'm like I saw like multiple slots in there. I'm wondering if each cast of Comet would take 1 flame energy, or do you need to fill it up first before you can well, I guess we'll find out once we get to that point.
Yeah.
Let's see. Force transmission. Okay. This is transfer 2 meters in the specified direction. Oh, no way. This is the teleport skill? If you have the mental energy, then Mind Power Surge will be triggered to the target. Wait, so this can probably act as an escape skill or an engage skill. Engaging as a wizard.
Yeah, it could be either or.
6-second cooldown with a. Oh my god! No casting time, so it's instant. Okay.
Cooldown 6 seconds.
Yeah. If you have the mental, then Mind Power Surge will be triggered to the target. And we have this next one, Thai. You want to take care of this one? Soul Transmission.
Let's see. Launch 3 Ghost Element magic damage in the specified direction. Deal 60% Ghost Attribute magic damage to the target. Immediately after casting skill, you will get 1 Mind Energy.
Okay, this is the Mind Energy that we saw earlier. Okay. So 1 point in that Mind Energy mechanic. Let's see what hopefully this one gives us a little bit more clarity. Oh, Tetra Vortex. It's a support skill? Tetra Vortex was not a support skill in R1, so this is interesting. Alright. I'll bite. Let's see. Consume all elemental orbs to guide the power of the elements in the world to transform yourself. The Chain Lightning, Frosty, Misty, Earth Strain, and Comet no longer consume element energy, and there is no cooldown. Holy! The effect of 4 elemental orbs lasts for 1 second. All stored elemental energy will be consumed, and every time one is consumed, the elemental orb duration is increased by 1 second. This looks like a playmaking skill. They made Tetra Vortex a playmaking skill? Okay. I'm interested in what this could possibly, because it looks like it's a long cooldown. It's 45-second cooldown on this thing.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah. So this is without a doubt a high cooldown playmaking skill for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Gotta be mindful.
Wait. There's a video. Tetra Vortex. Holy, what is that? That is huge.
That is.
Oh, you see that? See that top left? It went into the book once he activated.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That looks broken as.
It does look pretty dang strong.
Oh my god! And like the other 4 skills are gonna be like the other 3 skills are gonna be like that as well. Like they're that huge. Oh my god! That looked bigger than 5 meters. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it is a pretty big AoE.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I won't reroll the mechanic. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. This next one, Thai, you want to take this one? My power
This next one is Mind Power Surge. When you have Mind Power Energy, for every 1 Mind Power Energy, deal 100% Ghost Element Magic attack to the current target every 3 seconds. The pre-skill is Archmage Mind Teleportation 1.
Okay. Ghost elements. 100% ghost elements? Okay. So just equal to your okay. So it's basically I mean this is level 1 too. Okay. I want to see the ghost version of this one of the combos then. So we have Soul Expansion, which is a ghost attribute skill, consumes all mind energy. Okay, so this is the ghost version of the combos. Deal 162% ghost element magic damage to your target at level 1. If the target is inflicted with white prison status, the damage is increased by 20%, which basically it means double, right? So this is after the final calculation. Basically, it's double. Casting time today. What about tomorrow? Okay, 20.20. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. 5-second cooldown, 1 second global cooldown, special consumption mind energy times 1 to 4, which takes it to damage, and then pre-skill Archmage Soul Mind Movement level 3. Okay. Curious to how much it can do at max. It doesn't look like it ignores magic defense like Grabfield does, so we'll have to wait and see. And then what's the next one here, Thai?
Oh, the next one is the book we were talking about. See, reading spellbook. It's a passive, learning magic books by reading them previously and sealing them up. Warlocks may use the skill release to let out the sealed spells. Reading magic books that contain skills not learned does not work. You can store the skills you have learned in the grimoire. You can store more than 1 skill with a total weight of 10. You can unlock the quantity spectrum. And then for every 1 wind, fire, earth, and water element orb, change the magic book with 2 points. Using elemental orb charges the magic book by 3 points. You can activate the magic book when you have 20 points by clicking the magic book. After activating the magic book, all energy is consumed, and after a short chant, release all skills stored in the magic book to your target. Oh.
Wait. You're telling me that like when you get all these points and every time you use them, it adds to this number in the middle. And you're telling me that what? So when you get to 20 points, you click on this book and all energy is consumed, which is the number in the middle. And after a short chat, release all skills stored in the magic book to your target. Like everything you casted?
Yeah, sounds like.
Who's gonna survive that? Yeah, maybe I'm not rerolling after all, huh? Okay.
I mean, from the preview we saw for like a Tetra, for example, when the attacks are getting pretty chunky, so.
Yeah. Oh, champions are writhing in their graves right now. Hopefully, you get a stronger Asura, huh? Because we did. Trix will survive that. Yeah, Trix is a whale. I mean, this is basically like a charged up Tetra Vortex, if you think about it. So next skill we have here is called Radius. At level 1, generate a ghost attribute array on the ground and get 4 immediately. Read the attribute element ball. So you get 4 points right away. Okay. In the magic array, the Mind Soul expansion cooldown is reduced to 0.5 seconds. And the Mind Surge damage is increased by 20%, which is basically double. And that is the one that we saw here earlier, right? Manpower. So magic array lasts for 5 seconds. Casting time 1.23 seconds. Cooldown is 30 seconds. So generate a ghost attribute array on the ground and get 4 immediately. But it lasts for 5 seconds. Does it keep replenishing in that 5 seconds? Which would be pretty OP. Oh, sure, okay. And this next one, which is White Prison.
Oh, the white prison that we saw previously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, launch an energy ball in the specified direction. Deal 400% ghost attribute magic damage to the first enemy hit. An additional white prison will be inflicted on the target for 3 seconds. If you successfully hit, you will get an additional 1 mind energy. White prison, the ghost attribute damage received is increased by 15%. Imprisons the target temporarily behind a white magic curtain, preventing them from moving for 3 seconds. Ooh.
So
Cooldown is like 9 seconds.
yeah. So
Not too bad.
not even taking into consideration like how, with how strong these other skills are, right? If somebody, let's say like you're defending a choke point as a wizard, as a warlock, you have like 4 or 5 gravity fields on the ground. Somebody steps on it, you cast White Prison on them, they all of a sudden like are standing on like a 5 quadruple stack gravity field, and they're also taking increased ghost attribute damage now, and they can't move for 3 seconds. And it's white. It's the debuff itself is called White Prison. As far as I know, that's not in the panacea description. So they're just stuck there for 3 seconds, which is 6 ticks of gravity field.
You know what that reminds me of kind of is a Emmy Priest route.
Yeah.
I'm just stuck there. It does get pretty annoying.
Yeah, and then but they get 15% increased damage.
Yeah.
And they also get damage to begin with by getting hit by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's pretty OP. Okay, and that's it for the Warlock one. Okay, let's go ahead and close that down here.
Looking very promising.
Yeah, okay, so this one is going to determine.
You're gonna switch.
I'm going to be reroll. Okay, so this one again, I'll link this one in the chat. This is the one for mechanics. Okay, so take a look here. Flame launcher. Continue to spray flames, creating a rectangular area in front of you every 0.3 seconds. So it's like in a second, it's like 3 ticks. 337.5 attribute damage. Increase heat value for yourself. The heat effect of each layer increases the jet flame but damage by 20%. Up to 5 layers can be stacked and moved during the skill duration, but the steering speed will slow down, and each injection consumes 3 points of heat. Force value, the flame launcher state can be manually cancelled. Okay, so you can build up heat and you can cancel it maybe if you're, trying to disengage or something maybe. So that's actual flamethrower. And the pre-skills is Craftsman Vulcan Cannon. Cooldown is 1.5 seconds. Casting time is none because it's a channeled skill. And evidently you can walk while you cast it. So that's like Rumble in League of Legends.
I was just thinking, it's like a heavy bowgun in Monster Hunter.
And this one right here, Vulcan Cannon. Read this.
Vulcan Cannon, special skill for the Magic Guide Mecha. Use the arm of the Magic Guide Mecha equipped with large caliber artillery. Fire at the enemy and get 5 points of heat. Power value dealing 720% fire to enemies within the target range. Oh, casting time is none. Cooldown is 2.7. And then pre-skills, prereq is Gushif Feipan.
720% fire to enemies within the target range. At level 1. How does level 10 look? Or level 5 look like? Magic Guide Mecha. But it's considered physical. So you need physical defense ignore. And then this next one right here is a physical skill. Boost Knuckle level 1. Special skills for Magic Mecha. Shooting flying knuckles on designated areas and dealing 450% non-attribute physical damage to targets in the area. There is a 5% probability to add a burning effect to the target, getting 3 points heat value. Casting time none, cooldown 1 second. So 5% is pretty low.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing, like, if this thing gets to like what, level 5 or level 10, maybe it goes up, 25, 50%.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, because otherwise 5%, which it would give you 3 heat value. It's would be pretty good if it actually procced, but too low of a chance. And then this one, which is Magic Mecha Delta.
Magic Mecha Delta. At level 1, it's a physical skill. Riding the Magic Mecha Delta. Get a 3% defense bonus and reduce movement speed by 50%. You can use the Metal Gear only skills, Boost Knuckle, Vulcan Cannon, and Flame Launcher. General skills that can be used when guiding mecha. Suspension, Medium Particle Barrier, Front Side Slip, Magnetic Field, Wildfire. Other skills are not available and can be used again when riding the Metal Gear. When using Metal Gear, it will generate heat, melt, and explode, dealing 480% non-attribute physical damage. And casting time is none.
Wait, so I guess that's your combo? It's like you're gonna be dealing as much burst damage as you can while you're in mecha form, and then as you like generate like more and more heat, and then when like Mume said earlier, melt and explode, it's actually going to be part of your combo. Like just exploding your mecha around them. That is pretty crazy. And then we have neutral barrier. Defensive skills. Enter a defensive posture and resist 90% of the surrounding damage that will last for 3 seconds. 90%. And then I wonder if this is like additive to your PvP damage reduction. That's 90%.
Yeah.
On an 18-second cooldown.
Probably for like pushes and stuff.
Resist 90% of the surrounding damage. That's pretty crazy.
90%
at level 1? Is it limited to level 1? Alright, and the next one we have is
floating. It's support neutral. Release your own control and jump up, allowing it to move over traps and going ground targeted skills. Then quickly fall around the target and deal 350% non-attribute physical damage. Casting time is none. Cooldown time is 15 seconds, and skill cannot be used through automatic combat.
I can imagine already just kamikaze mechanics just jumping over gravity fields and exploding using their mecha on a stack. Oh my god.
I can imagine it making plays or funny situations.
Yeah, funny situations. Like I can also imagine them floating and then walking over a grav field only to get shot down by a stage or something.
Yeah. It can go either way.
And next one is Wildfire. Increase your physical damage by 15% in a short period of time and get 25 points heat value, and continue to restore 5 points of heat value per second, continuing 5 seconds. Singing time, which I guess is casting time, none. Cooldown 24 seconds. Okay. Supportive skill. Just you want a quick boost in like heat points. So I'm sensing a trend here. It's almost like they're making third job classes be very like high APM. I mean, from what we've seen so far, anyway. Like it might not be the same for other classes, but so far from what I've seen in the with Warlock and Mechanic, it looks like very high APM classes I'm seeing here. And then the next one here is that we have Magic Guide Machinery license.
Okay, this is the passive skill. Learn the skills of riding the Metal Gear. When riding the Metal Gear, if there is a heat value, it will be emptied after boarding. Every heat value increases the physical attack by 2% for itself. From the heat, the upper limit of the value of the physical attack increase is 100%. Self-detonation. Take the plane. When the heat value is full, the Metal Gear will self-destruct after a delay of 3 seconds, targeting all enemies in range and dealing massive damage. Cancel the boarding, stay and lose any heat value. Slow down the deceleration effect of the Metal Gear from 50% to 30%.
Why do they make it sound like it's hijacking a plane? Self-detonation.
I know.
Take the plane.
Take the plane.
Metal Gear will self-destruct after a delay of 3 seconds, targeting all enemies in range and dealing massive damage. How massive is massive? Guess losing heat value, sold on deceleration effect. Yeah, this is the mechanic seems very kamikaze-ish so far. Ignoring everything else and just diving into the enemy team and exploding.
Yeah.
Next, what is this? Oh, next one we have is concentrate firepower level 1. Specify and mark an enemy for 3 seconds. During this time, all turrets will continue to attack the marked enemy. During the normal attack, there is a 30% probability that the turret will attack the marked enemy. It will cause ranged explosion damage, causing an additional 120% damage on top of like the 3 turrets that's already barraging the enemy. And when riding a silver sniper, which is I guess is the little manta ray looking mount that we saw earlier, concentrate on fire and launch 8 missiles towards a target point continuously. Explode, another explosion, and increase its own heat value by 30. Each missile causes 72% neutral physical damage. I guess it's force neutral. So yeah, we're seeing a trend here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just things exploding. And then the next one we have
literally high octane action.
Yeah. It's a Michael Bay. It's a Michael Bay movie playing a mechanic.
Yeah, basically. How would I say this? FAW?
FAW. What is it like? Automatic something weapon.
Okay. So FAW Silver Sniper. It's a support neutral. Modify all FAW turrets to convert to Silver Snipers. The skill can only be used if you have at least one level 3 FAW turret. Use the craftsman will take the Silver Sniper and get a brand new attack method. When riding the Silver Sniper, the movement speed is increased by 10%. The mechanic will use the main gun of the Silver Sniper to automatically attack the enemy. People causing 202.5% of non-attribute physical damage and gaining 1 heat value. The craftsman can be free during the main gun attack move. Every time there is an additional level 3 FAW turret, you will get 1. The floating cannon will automatically attack along with the main cannon. Hit the enemy, dealing 270% of non-attribute physical damage. Self deals 675% of non-attribute physical damage when exploding. When you are about to attack the southern sniper, except for your medium firepower, overheat, and floating.
Yeah, that was a rough translation for sure. But there's exploding in there, so
Yeah.
we know where this is going. Yeah, we're just basically it's the Goblin Technies in Dota. You're right. The one speaking right now, is Thai. I mean, and
I'm Fanny's co-host.
yeah, Coddiwompledad is in the chat at the moment. He's feeling a little shy, so he's speaking. He's listening, and then he's speaking in the chat there. So let's see here. So next skill is FAW device upgrade. Legless. What? Place the overload force field at the designated place. The FAW within the range. The turret inside gains 20 energy and recovers every second within 3 seconds. Recover 5% of their health and get 10% of the maximum health protection. Maximum health protection, I'm guessing that's a shield. Okay. So I mean, there's definitely skills that cater to the turrets. So I wonder if like how intricate the playstyle is gonna be here. It's like playing Heimerdinger in League at this point. Like I wonder what ultimate skill they're gonna give these turrets, and because they seem to be very insistent in including them in this gameplay. There's a lot of skills pertaining to them for them to be like a simple mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coddiwompledad said, if you summon FAW and gain level 3, it will turn to Silver Sniper that you can ride, which is the little manta ray looking thing. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then each FAW that will be summoned will transform to silver snipers as well. So they're basically amped up FAWs. That's crazy. I'm intrigued to change from champs because of this. I mean, I would wait out, Sura first. And Daiki said your voice is lovely.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I see how it is, Daiki. No, just kidding.
Like, quick, somebody compliment Fanny's voice.
3 flying silver snipers. That's crazy. And they all explode, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, this one has a video.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to read it first, though?
Yeah. FAW device turret at level 1. Support neutral. Summon the magic guide mechanical device FAW turret that inherits 100% of the character stats. Ooh. FAW turret is immune to abnormal status. Automatically attacks nearby enemies, causing 67.5% neutral physical damage for 90 seconds. The FAW turret will slowly accumulate energy for itself when attacking. When energy accumulates to 50/100 respectively, the turret will automatically upgrade up to level 3. The damage caused by the attack on the level 2 turret is increased to 90%, and the attack speed increased by 10%, and the attack power increased by 10%. The damage caused by the attack of the level 3 turret has been increased to 112.5%, and there is a 20% probability of launching 4 missiles at the enemy during an attack, each one dealing 11.3% damage to the target and surrounding enemies. Take note, you can only summon 3 turret combinations, AAS plus FAW.
What the? Inherits 100% of the character stat. You mean like?
Yeah.
So a huge whale could go mechanic, summon 3 of him in turret form, and not only that, it starts to ramp up. Imagine being a huge whale and placing these at a choke point. People think they're getting through, and then all of a sudden, 3 extra versions of them, like little kids, like Cell Juniors in like the Cell Saga, just like pop out and start wrecking your whole crew. And then, if that's not like OP enough, like once it has a level 2, increase the attack done, and then increase the attack speed as well, and increase the attack power as well. And then if that's not enough, there's also a level 3, which increases the damage to 112.5%. And then there's also a probability of launching 4 missiles at the enemy during an attack, each one dealing 11.3 damage to the target and surrounding enemies. So not only is it additional DPS to already what looks like an already pretty OP damage, and then now it's also splash, which I'm guessing will also inflict or has a chance to inflict CC when you have CC cards on. Sounds pretty OP to me. Let's see the video here.
Yeah, let's watch.
You just 2-shot that thing?
The sage worms, yeah.
The turrets. The hell?
I will say that animation is beautiful.
Yeah,
The animation effects are so pretty.
And the detail, it's again, man, 95% of the budget went to mechanics.
The mechanic special effects.
Oh my god.
What do you expect from a Michael Bay movie character?
Yeah, that is true. It's a high budget movie. Nothing but explosions, special effects. Okay, so this one right here is called Magnetic Field Level 1. Release the magnetic field to the specified range to deal with the enemy in the magnetic field range. People will reduce their movement speed by 50% and gain 20 hit points. By people, I'm thinking it means you or your enemy.
I feel like with it saying people, I assume enemy?
Enemy, yeah, and you get 20 heat points for it. Huh. Okay, it's like pretty OPCC. I wonder how long it actually lasts. The cooldown is 9 seconds. I wonder how long the movement speed slow actually lasts, because 50% is... You might as well stand still.
Yeah.
Target will reduce their movement speed. Okay, gotcha. And then the next one we have here, that is overheating.
This one looks like it could be going too. Overheating. Support neutral. Increase your physical damage by 20% in a short period of time. Strengthen thermal jet and thermal collision skills for 5 seconds. Overheating. All heat values are consumed after the state is over. In an overheated state, when using thermal jet skills to cause the earth to shake and cause magma to erupt, and exists 3 at the same time. The magma area deals damage every 0.5 seconds, and a chance to inflict a burning effect lasts for 5 seconds. When in an overheated state, when using a thermal collision, the heat value is given to the trolley to make the trolley burn, and the rider enters the cart and goes into a rampage state and releases the overheating state. Lasts for 5 seconds, during which other skills cannot be used. You can only use stop skills that can collide with heat, create enemies that hit. Damage to the fire attribute and cause it to fall into a burning state. If the target is already in a burning state, the thermal collision will cause additional damage.
Once you get to like the overheat state, that's when you ride your cart and you just run people over.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
So yeah, I mean, magma area deals damage every 0.5 seconds, which is basically what grab field does. It's like every 0.5 seconds, but this one also has a chance to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, it's a lot of fire.
And explosions.
And explosions. Michael Bay made this class. Oh my god. Okay, so the next one is front side slide. Quickly move a distance to the front. It feels like it's going to be very hard to escape a mechanic. Like you have that, you can mount. You have like basically 3 things. You can mount. 2 of them give you some movement speed, and then you have this front side slide, right? And you can also have a fierce pouring on, and have an engaged cell. So it feels like you just can't run away from them if they catch you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's a mechanic and they have like wheels and all that, but they're like closing gaps and all that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, melee class hard to catch up to people sometimes. So more.
True.
It's more it's more engage abilities, and Coddiwompledad, Mume said that Pasana will increase price again. Let's see here. Okay, and the next one we have that is thermal collision.
This is a physical neutral. Deals 360% non-attribute physical damage to designated monomer targets. In charge in front of the target, there is a 55 probability of making the target yang. In the state of chord quantity, get 15 thermal values. Casting time none, cool time is 9. Prerequisites are mechanic thermal jet 5 and mechanic overheating 5.
Ooh, charge in front of the target. What's designated monomer targets? Is this basically just a point and click? And then there's a 55% probability of making the target yang.
Yeah, what is
burn? Because yang is like, isn't yang like heat energy or something? Like heat related or fire related? So I'm guessing that's burn, right? So 55% chance to burn. In the state of chord quantity, get 15 thermal values, which is I'm guessing that's also heat values. Okay. Okay. And then the next one we have here is called Thermal Jet, which is a physical skill. At level 1, it deals 225% non-attribute physical damage to designated monomer targets. Gain 10 heat points. Skill cooldown is limited. 10% impact on strike speed. Strike speed? Attack speed?
That's what I assume. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, cast time none. Cooling time 1 second. Public delay is affected by attack speed. Okay. So wait, is this the Is this like the high-speed cart ram version of effective attack speed? Okay, that makes sense. Cast to burn. Okay, good. All right. And then I think the last skill here we have is thermal kinetic energy device.
This is a passive skill. In the state of non-writing magic machinery, each time you use a specific technique, yes, get the heat value. The upper limit of the heat value is 100 per point of heat. The power value increases the physical attack by 0.2% itself.
Upper limit of the heat value is 100. Per point of heat is 0.2% physical attack, 20%. So basically 20% at like maximum heat value. So you got some ramp up damage here. So yeah, it feels like I mean with this, especially with this passive, it looks like mechanics are gonna have to find like playmaking potential with the 100-point values that you're getting here. The thing that I've noticed too so far with the mechanic and the Warlock, I feel like it's all it's all like a lead up to hard hitting skills.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you're building up to that skill, and like I guess how you use those skills is going to it's going to affect how much of an impact your playmaking is going to make. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And I actually wanted to do the Hearthfire Tales 2 thigh, but I don't know if you have to leave here because it's already been an hour and 38 minutes.
It's pretty late.
Yeah.
I mean, up to you. Do you want to do it now, or should we save it for next week?
We could save it for next week for sure.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So
Wait, before we go.
Yeah.
So after listening to all those skills, would you change your class?
Oh, that's tough. That is tough. I still think that Warlock is probably still gonna be the class for me, just because mechanic sounds very OP, but the ratio of how much more OP it can get on a whaled out character is going to be pretty high. Whereas I feel like Warlock, even if you're a whale, you're gonna do a lot of damage, yes. But if you're not a whale, it's gonna be like how it is with High Wizard, and you're still gonna have some impact still, and you're still gonna be relevant even as like a non-whale player. So that basically that one-shot skill that like Wizard has, and then the one where you use Tetra Vortex and you just spam the hell out of somebody, like 4 comments in a row. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, we still haven't seen. Look, we still haven't seen Rune Knight. We still haven't seen Archbishop. There's a lot we haven't seen yet. So, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. All right. So, this was a bit of an extra long podcast compared to how it usually is, and but I think it's worth it because it's very educational, I would say. Like there's a lot of things we need to consider for the future. Part of being competitive is figuring out the meta.
Adapting what changes.
Yeah, before it even gets there, and then you kind of tweak things when the updates actually get there. So it's going to be quite a bit of time before we are able to do that. But again, Thai, thank you for joining me again tonight, as you usually do.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Mume, for all this information. Everyone, don't forget to check out his blogspot, where you can find out route info for future updates and stuff. And also check out his YouTube.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Good night.
Good night.